Hey folks, we got a little Thursday throwback video here featuring a game changer in the world of compact cameras. This is the Panasonic LX3. It was released in 2008, and back then, if you wanted more controls, you had to get the expensive 5D Mark II and the 7D, or you had this world of compact cameras. This compact camera, though, was very special, dare I say revolutionary, because it had a bunch of features that were only found on those DSLRs. One was that there was a very bright fixed lens that came in f2.0 to f2.8. The lens was also a partnership with Leica, so you had very nice quality glass and it had a focal range of 24 to 60 millimeters. And that wide angle was also very unique to the point and shoots at the time. One of my favorite parts of this camera was there was an aspect ratio switch right on the top of the lens that would really get your creative juices flowing. I'd shoot in 1:1, 4:3, 16:9. I even published a photography book taking advantage of that 16:9 framing because I loved it so much. Another thing that was very different about the LX3 was that it had a lot of manual photography controls like focus, aperture, and shutter controls. Back in 2008, these were also very hard things to find in those point and shoots. So there's a 10 megapixel CCD sensor, and even though that is nothing compared to the megapixel count of today's modern cameras, this thing definitely gets the job done with exceptional image quality. Video is another story though, as we have come a long way in the last 15 years in regards to video, light years away. Back in 2008, I was still shooting on mini DV tapes, so for this little camera to have any video capabilities at all, I was very impressed back then. It's only 720 in HD, and for shits and giggles, let's take a look at some examples here put up against an iPhone 13 Pro, and you'll just see how far this technology has come in regards to video. But for photography, this 15-year-old camera definitely holds its value, and now you can find them for about $100–200 on eBay. So if you're an aspiring photographer, this is the perfect step up from the cell phones, and when you get good at this, that's when you go for the DSLR. Having a dedicated camera like this gives you the opportunity to get your hands on controls, get your techniques down, and it's just not a cell phone. When you're using this, no one is distracting you with text messages. There's no notifications going off. It's just you and the camera. Another pretty funny thing is that I immediately wanted to take a vertical selfie picture with this. I never once did I think of doing this back in 2008. It was a major faux pas to shoot vertically back then. So times have really changed, and you can definitely film and shoot yourself in vertical mode with this. There's no flip out LCD screen, so you just kind of have to wing it, but it's still a fun little camera for filming yourself and your friends. Another favorite feature about this camera was that it has a macro photography mode. I can put this camera less than an inch away from the subject, and the macro autofocus works really well, captures really stunning images. I would even say that this rivals the iPhone's macro capabilities. One of the last big things that really set this point and shoot apart from the pack back in 2008 was its ability to shoot RAW mode. This was definitely a feature that was only found in DSLRs at the time. The price of the LX3 when it was released was $500. With inflation and adjustments now, that's about $635 in today's economy. So it was a really good deal for all those pro features. When this camera dropped, people definitely had their minds blown that you could fit all that technology into these tiny little cameras. It's kind of like when the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera came out, or these days the Sony FX3. It might even be a far stretch, but I really think this Panasonic LX3 set the tone back in 2008. It showed the camera companies what we consumers really want. We want those pro features in a small and portable camera. We don't always need the DSLR. If you have enough power packed into a small body, we just want something that works and looks good. So I'm going to keep this LX3 snapping photos for as long as I can, and we'll see if it makes it to 20 years. I'm going to have some more Throwback Thursday videos coming up over the next few months, so definitely subscribe and keep in touch. Did you have an LX3? I would love to hear your experience with these cameras, or if you had something similar, hit me up in the comments and let's chat. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you at the next one. Take care.